Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I told you we'd be having a few Sencuts come through. This one came along with the Bronte. You guys saw that review last week. But now we're taking a look at the San Angelo. And I'm telling you what, as far as the design and everything like that, I am really digging this one for sure. Now, G10 handle, you got some texturing going on there. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. As you can see there, my thumb's kind of skipping across there. So the grip is fairly decent. Open construction. No lanyard hole, guys. So lanyard fans, I'm sorry. You do have a deep carry clip, recessed screws. It is reversible. So there you go, lefties. We'll talk about that a little bit. And the clip it's kind of that newer style Civivi where it stands up a little bit. We'll talk about it in a minute. But again, the same with the Bronte. I mean, you know, the build, the chamfering, all of that done very well. No issues there. It's very just, I mean, that's what we come to expect from these guys. But yeah, even though it's the budget, they don't treat it like a budget. They do what they do, and they do it right. And everything is done. As you can see there, you've got dual liners on it, and they are just slightly, I mean, ever so slightly above the liners. So you do look like you have a slight bit of a kind of a letterbox thing going on, which you do, but I mean, it is very slight. Now, as you can see, it is a flipper. You do have some jimping there, which actually grabs your finger. This one grabs not too bad, so that will assist you for sure. Centering. Oh yeah, centering's good. Now this is we're gonna start. This is one of the aspects where I'm a little bummed at this one because the detent is super light. I mean, this one is easily failable, and a little bit of a bummer on that. I mean, you give it a good flip, it's gonna come out. The drop is fine. It's running on caged ball bearings, just a little bit, because, I mean, you can shake it out pretty easy. So, definitely, a bummer. A little bit, it can fail, but, I mean, just flip it. It comes out, that's to each their own. But, definitely like to see a little bit stronger detent on that. But this is what I am really enjoying. Now, we've seen a blade shape kind of similar to this before, this kind of bamboo leaf style shape. I mean, we recently saw the Vosteed Nightshade, which I really enjoyed as well, this style blade shape. And yeah, it's kind of got that, I mean, also kind of that, Canadian belt knife style blade shape. I like it. You guys know I like the rounded blades. You got a belly here. This is 9CR18. Man, I swear somewhere I read at one point it was 10, like 10CR15. It's not. It says right on the Sencut website, 9CR, so that's what we're saying. There you go. You got the Sencut on the blade. The blade steel, I can't really, it's not really marked on there, so that's really the only markings you're going to get is this right here. But nice little landing pad for the thumb. I like that a lot. You do have some jimping there that actually, works out pretty well. Grabs my finger pretty decent. Choking up. See, you do have a little bit of a choil there. Yeah, I would not. Yeah, just my personal. Yeah, I definitely probably wouldn't choke up on this one a whole lot. And then there you go. We'll talk about the access there in a little bit. But all right, let's get some comparisons out of the way. We got to do our spec check first. Golly. Oh, long shifts. Anyway, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just about 8 inches. Pretty close to 8 inches, fully open. I'm going to give it about 4.5. It's pretty right about 4.5 on the blade. And then you're looking at just right about 3.5 on that blade length. And pretty much your blade length and your cutting edge is, yeah, As you can see there, it pretty much rolls all the way back. So there you go. You got a plenty decent cutting edge. And I do like that belly. Again, that belly really does help when I'm cutting rope at work and so on. So, and it handles the larger diameter ropes pretty good. So you guys know that's kind of what I refer it to. That's what I do at work. You know, I cut a lot of rope when we're moving loads. So, you know, any knife that can handle that. You know, do I consider this a work knife? I mean, sure, you could use pretty much any knife as a work knife for the most part, not all, but I see this as definitely put this knife in the EDC category, but it will work for me at work, which is a definite plus. So we'll take a look at some size comparisons. There you go. There is your PM2. PM2's got it by a little bit, just a hair. Just a hair. And then we'll take a look at the bug out. If it's not hiding on me, there it is. There you go. There's the bug out. So obviously we're a little bit longer than the bug out. Well, the San Angelo is anyway. Oh, grip length. I forgot to tell you grip length. What are we getting? And that's the other thing is I like the angle of the handle. 3 3/4. 3 3/4 grip length, 3 3/4 hand. That pretty much works out just right. Give you a weight. Overall, we are looking at 3.4, so 3.5. So we're right about that ounce per inch. You know, that I guess is what we're supposed to compare things to. I don't know. You can just see a little bit sticking out there. Not too bad. It's hidden pretty well. This clip is a little bit weaker than the one on the Bronte that I checked out. Pretty decent retention, but as you can see, I can pry that up just a little bit. So maybe just a little stouter, but hey, not too bad. I mean, I've carried it at work for a couple of days and didn't have any issues. So, overall, what am I thinking? The design, love it. I'm loving the blade shape. The ergos are very good. The clip, you guys have heard me complain about that clip in the past. Not really an issue. I know it's there. I definitely know it's there. But I don't feel it as a hot spot or anything like that. So, I'm very happy to be able to say that. Now, the action, that's where we definitely have and I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you have a San Angelo? What's your detent like? You know, I want to know, is this like my knife issue? Is it an issue with the model, the production? Because, I mean, if you just give it a nice flip, it is a little bit lazy, but as you can see there, I mean, you gotta flip it. You gotta flip it. Let's see. Oh, the Bronte. I said this about the Bronte. It isn't bad, but the access is okay. I mean, I'd always like to see a little bit. I mean, you can see the liner sticks up and you've got the jimping on the liner, but I typically have to get my fingernail in there because my thumb will slide. I really kind of got to push it down in there to get it. So, you know, I understand budget line, things aren't done quite as well as your more premium lines like Civivi and Wii, but yeah, and a little bit better. And definitely a better detent. That's where I'd like to hear from you guys is, do you have one and is your detent okay? And again, because it makes it better, it is a lefty knife, right? It is reversible. So I would like to see, because that gives our left-handed friends, yeah, I really got to push my finger in there to do it. So it's better than the Bronte for sure. I will say that without a doubt. The access is a little bit better, but, you know, could it be a little bit better? In my opinion, it could. That's really all I'm saying. Overall design, though, yeah. I really enjoy this style of knife. The blade, the slightly curved handle, yeah. Am I mad at it? Nah, I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of digging it. You know, a couple of things that could be improved on it for sure, in my opinion. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Design is on point as far as I'm concerned. But the execution, yeah. So let me know, guys. I'd really like to hear what you have to say about it. Is your D10 okay? Is it not? I mean, you saw I shook that open fairly easily. So, yeah. Lots more Sencuts coming, guys. I think there's... Well, they sent a Cairo out, and I've already reviewed the Cairo. I'm loving that knife. That knife was done very, very well. My Cairo is done terrifically. If this knife had the same detent as my Cairo on it, or has, without a doubt, I'd be singing this knife's praises a lot more. But, you know, design-wise, it's still a pretty good knife. And this thing comes in at a little under $45, just under $45, 44 something, I think, is what it was on Amazon. I'll have to look again, but there'll be a link down in the description. You guys check it out if you want to. Feel free. As always, great talking with you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye bye.